100 Studios, the Big Biz Show, our affiliates, and our hosts are not registered investment advisors or broker-dealers.
Our show hosts make no commitment that the purchase of securities or companies profiled or otherwise mentioned in our programming are suitable or advisable for any person, or that an investment in such securities will be profitable in general.
Given the nature of the company's profile and the lack of an active trading market for their securities, investing is highly speculative and carries a high degree of risk.
We profile selected publicly traded and privately held companies on our program.
Most of these companies that we profile have provided compensation to Loft 100 Studios and its host for profile coverage.
From time to time, we sell shares of the companies profiled in the open market that we receive as compensation for coverage of client companies, but never sell stock if we're speaking about, interviewing, or covering a public company who has paid compensation.
Specific questions and compensation can be obtained by contacting producer at sullyentgroup.com.
Listeners should verify all claims and conduct their own due diligence before investing in securities mentioned in this program. Investing in securities is speculative and carries a high degree of risk.
That's the heart of San Diego.
We encourage our investors to invest carefully and read the investor information available at the website on the Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC at www.sec.gov and or the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA, at www.finra.org.
Welcome to the Big Biz Show. You want fast-talking, hard-hitting discussions on business and finance? Maybe with a barroom slant and some really salty peanuts? We're not counting calories. We're counting cash. Before we get to the man with the financial plan, meet the money team. Costa, Mary, now Captain Finance himself, Sully.
Wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, we welcome you to another edition of the Big Biz Show. We are live inside the Loft 100 Studios here in beautiful, sunny Southern California. Back at the bar, getting our thing ready to go. Costa and, of course, Sully.
Kind of a boys club this morning. Where'd Mary go?
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it almost seems like there's no adult supervision when Mary's here, although we do have Chloe in studio.
Yeah, so we got to watch a little bit.
Great to have you along. 85 million TV Home Strong, American Forces Network, BizTV, and all of the rest of them. And who are those guys up there? Is that the Day Trader Trio?
That's the DTT.
1, 2, 3, 4. Did you get your Social Security statement this week in the mail? Or?
I'm sure I did. Does it come? Does it come with that ARP?
Did you get a warrant for your arrest this week? Not really sure. Did you get that letter about the IRS audit? Nah, I don't know. I don't check the mail.
Oh yeah.
Do you not look at that?
I think I do. Once in a while.
Max has a lot of information about.
Oh my God, a little maximum business. Max Smitherman.
Let's roll it in.
Love this guy. Doesn't mess around. Steely-eyed, ready to go every single time.
Well, he does suffer us every time. Max Smitherman, our punkrepreneur that knows about business. How are you, bud? Good to see you. I got my Social Security statement, and if I wait 5 years, it literally goes up 30%.
Nice.
Per month of benefit. Yeah. So if you can hold off. But yeah, and it's interesting because it'll show you all the years where you paid money or got a refund. Mm-hmm. And boy, those refund days ended about 1984. Oops. If I'm not mistaken. What's going on, Max? What's happening? We're all concerned whether the money's actually going to be there by the time I graduate.
Yeah.
We grow up. By the time I retire. What's happening?
Yeah, hopefully a long ways away, right? It is something that people are worried about, always talking about whether or not it's actually going to be there. And the Social Security Board of Trustees report has noted that the reserve funds will become depleted if things stay the way they are by 2033.
Max, listen though, we've been hearing this for so long.
Yep.
And look at, I know the Board of Trustees, as you mentioned, talked about depleted, but depleted doesn't necessarily mean no benefits, right? It's not as bad as we might be looking at.
No, it's not like Social Security is going to go broke and boom, that's it. The older generations are done. But it just means that there's no more funds in the reserve. So there's still going to be people who are working.
When there's no funds in the reserve, that's when the beer money goes away, Mike.
Big time.
We pay, if I'm not mistaken, I know if you're self-employed, the percentage is like 12% or something like that. I'm assuming it's half of that if you're in, what are the numbers on it? Do you have I know I'm putting you on the spot here. But
workers are going to be paying 6.2% from their wages.
I feel worse about myself talking to him. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Max, you can't know that. The fact of the matter is I just feel bad about myself now because I should have known that number. The question is why? Is it a population explosion? Is it the fact that people aren't paying their taxes or they're drawing down at earlier ages, or what's going on?
It's a combination of a bunch of things. What we know is that there's mostly fewer workers who are paying into the system. And back in 1960, we had about 5.1 workers paying into the system for every beneficiary. But as populations rise and life gets longer, we are now at about 2.7 workers per beneficiary as of 2024.
So the obvious answer is because the bottom of the bathtub is getting bigger and the water's coming out, we got to pour more money in the top of the bathtub, or pour more water in the top of the bathtub, right? So obviously we can tax more. It's 6.2%. What if we did 6.4%? It's like that. It's like that song 7.5 cents about back in the 40s when the pajama workers wanted to get 7.5 cents because it adds up. What about lowering the index, the inflation index that adjusts benefits a little bit, right? You can get a little bit less. All those things with as many people. Is there a list of those things that they're talking about, Max?
Yeah, the American Academy of Actuaries lists a couple of those things. You hit it right spot on, where you could increase some tax rates on all workers. You could remove the cap on taxable wages. High wage earners could be taxed a bit more as well. And then, cutting some of those benefits.
By how much so? By how much so? Like percentage-wise? If you're going to cut benefits, are you cutting benefits by 10%, 50%? And it's got to be in a combination with some tax changes, right?
Mm-hmm. If you take action right now and wanted it solved one and done, they would probably take about a 3.5% increase in tax rate.
So now you're taking out 10% of people's taxes, right? Mm-hmm. And which means now your self-employed guys are, so you're 10% for Social Security. If you're self-employed, it's 20%. And then what if you combine that with a decrease in benefits? Does that solve it immediately?
If you do that and then decrease benefits,
by how much? By how much? By how much?
But if you wanted to just decrease benefits, no increase in taxes, that would take about 22.5% decrease in benefits for no tax raises.
Max Smitherman, always with the great news. Always with good news heading into the weekend. That's why we call it Maximum Business.
No, it's Maximus Business.
Maximus Business.
Maximus Business.
Good Lord, Max. Come with good news.
See how fast he came up with that number?
Yeah. I bet if I asked him the just
entrepreneur.
All right, a lot to come on today's Big Biz Show. Don't go anywhere.